Hello and welcome to the studios here at the University of Central Missouri. I wanted to give you some news updates, what I'm calling, of course, some Neverland news. I've been doing a little bit of looking around and finding some very interesting things going on in the parks that I figured you would be interested in. So, here I am. Let's talk about it. I've got something that I've talked about before that I want to tell you about. It is the Lunar New Year being celebrated in the Disney parks. Now, of course, this means there's some new merchandise for you, and it looks fantastic. You can take a look at this over on the Disney Parks blog. They have, of course, t-shirts, have Mickey ears, sort of a more of a mini ear look. There's a flower in it, but it's kind of got a Chinese style hat. Great t-shirts with Mickey, Pluto, a really cute little Mickey Mouse plush and multiple sizes. Looks like also you've got some phone cases and some snow globes. A lot of really neat stuff. Great, of course, available over at Elias & Company, and it's at a cart near the Seaside Souvenirs over in Disney's California Adventure Park. Also, while you're there, if you happen to be visiting the parks, there's something called Hurry Home. This is a Lunar New Year celebration, and it's a nighttime water show. It's going on over at Paradise Bay. This is where you're going to see, of course, there's Disney characters like Mulan, Mushu, possibly even Mickey Mouse dressed up for the occasion. They're going to be wandering the park. There's also going to be some specialized foods like some Chinese, Korean, Vietnamese foods if you really enjoy that type of food. And also a lucky wishing well where you can add your own wish. And, of course, Mulan's Lunar New Year procession, which basically is a parade. This is all going on right now in Disney's California Adventure Park. It's going to be going until February the 18th. So if you want to celebrate the Year of the Dog, now's your opportunity to do it Disney style. Here's something definitely exciting for all of us Star Wars fans. Galactic Nights is returning to Disney's Hollywood Studios in Walt Disney World on May 27th. Now, there are some events listed on the Disney Parks blog that's going to be taking place. There's going to, of course, be projections on the Hollywood Tower Hotel. Some of you might remember that here recently they actually projected the Death Star and a lot of different fun things on Hollywood Tower Hotel during, I guess it was in December, wasn't it? Just last December, they had some Galactic Nights type of events with Warwick Davis. It was a specific ticketed event, so you might not have been able to go. But now, during this Galactic Destinations projections thing going on during Galactic Nights, and it's going to be a one-night special event. So get your tickets now. But they're going to start doing this from 7 p.m. to midnight, and this possibly might be another hard-ticketed event. So make sure when you're going to get your tickets, make sure you get tickets specifically for this. There's going to be some Star Wars entertainment that's going to already there, but they're going to have some new enhancements, like the Galactic Spectacular Fireworks and the Star Wars Galaxy Far, Far Away stage show. Both are going to have some new elements for the first time, most likely something a bit more from The Last Jedi and possibly the Solo film, because the Solo film will be right at that time. That's probably why Disney is doing this, is in promotion for the Solo film. There, of course, will be special photo ops, as usual, throughout the park with some really cool locations set up. In fact, on the Disney Parks blog, they have a location set up where they have some people holding porgs, and they look like they're in one of the stone huts there on the planet there from The Last Jedi. Lots of other things, exclusive food and beverages, character encounters, and, of course, all the attractions will be open. But the on sale, the tickets are basically upcoming. So I don't know if you can necessarily buy your tickets now, but keep an eye out for this. But it does say on the Disney Parks blog that to pay attention for more details as well as the on-sale ticket dates. So keep an eye on it if you're interested. I know I would be interested in going if I could afford to go. But yes, Star Wars Galactic Nights, one night only. I'm hoping if this is successful enough that maybe they move it along to turn it back to what it used to be, and they have the Galactic Weekends, and we get a little bit more Star Wars, but I'm not seeing that as a possibility necessarily, because we're going to have Star Wars in the parks all the time as soon as that new land opens, right? From Galaxy's Edge is there. But we still have some time before Galaxy's Edge is open to the public, so maybe some Galactic Weekends, and they can even do enhanced things, in my opinion, to some of their attractions. And they're talking about the fireworks and a stage show that's getting some new things special for one night. So even when they have Galaxy's Edge open, I don't see why they couldn't have some specialty weekends still. So if this ends up being a big event, which it probably will be, maybe somebody at Disney will consider bringing back the Galactic Weekends and Star Wars Weekends, but I would not hold my breath. All right, so anyone that is familiar with the Neverland podcast or the Neverland radio show that I do for UCM's The Beat is already going to know that I'm a fan of the whole concept of Peter Pan and Neverland. So me reporting on this probably isn't a big surprise to you, but the 65th anniversary of Disney's Peter Pan is coming. Peter Pan premiered on February 5th, 1953. 65 years ago, coming this February. So, of course, Disney is not going to let this go idly by. And in fact, I think it was the last anniversary is when they had that last Blu-ray release for Peter Pan, right? Isn't that when they released one? I know I did buy it at an anniversary, and it's been a few years since I got it. A very nice set. I haven't heard anything about another re-release for Peter Pan, but I'm sure it's going to be available online if you look around. But the parks is really where the fun's going to be. They're going to have some special Disney photo passes going on in the Magic Kingdom from February 4th through the 10th. Basically, you're going to get a chance to get a photo with Captain Hook and Mr. Smee. Now, that is awesome. They're both going to be out together. They're very rare, I think, to see both of the characters out in the parks. But, of course, you do have some of the typical things you can do with a photo pass. They're going to be really fun. They have some areas set up where you can get a photo and have Peter Pan's shadow on the wall behind you. That would be completely awesome. You can also, as usual, have Tinkerbell sitting in your hand. You can be turned to the right or to the left and have fairy wings coming out of your back. And, of course, they do have a little placard that says, "Take me to Neverland," which is very, very nice. This is all things, of course, you can do with the Disney Photo Pass, but you're going to have to purchase the memory maker, at least for one day, so you can go and get all these photos and be able to get copies of them inside the Town Square Theater at the Magic Kingdom Park. You can also use the My Disney Experience mobile app during and after your visit to make that purchase. So it's going to cost you a little bit extra, but it would be really, really fun if you're in the park. If you're a fan of Peter Pan like I am, this would be some really fun photos to take by yourself, with a family member, with the whole family. So definitely plan on doing it, and they also would like us to start sharing those photos or any other photos that you could take. You know what? Take some photo that shows your fandom of Peter Pan, and they want you to use the hashtag or # Peter Pan 65. So show your excitement for 65 years of Peter Pan. I think that's a good night that I'm going to sit at home and watch the film because I do enjoy it, and I haven't watched it in a while. So definitely plan some fun with it because it is a great, great movie. All right, now I don't necessarily remember seeing these creatures, so I think I'm going to have to watch Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 again. What a wonderful excuse to watch a fun movie. But there's some new specimens going to join the collection at Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout at Disney's California Adventure. So Tanelier Tevan is expanding his collection by finding these little birds called Vilus that are native to the planet Burhart. And, of course, they were in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Now, I'm trying to think where we might have seen these birds. I'm thinking this planet might be where the Guardians crash land towards the beginning of the film, and maybe you're going to find these things. They look weird and fuzzy with big dark eyes, mostly white in the body, have a little bit of a green on the top of their head, but they're in a glass display, and it is listed that they are supposed to be dangerous and can defend themselves even though they are adorable. But the Tevan group has assured us that they're going to be kept fully enclosed, and there's no way they could ever break out of there and cause any trouble. But of course, if you want to go and check these guys out, you're going to have to go over to Disney's California Adventure. They have started to be on display this week. So get over there and check it out.